So from a franchising point of view, can you walk me through, the flip side of that? So I understand the individual decides I want to have some sort of a different things in my life. So I'm interested in franchising. That's one thing. So what about those individuals that they own some sort of an intellectual property, or they own some know-how, or they own some sort of a process that makes the unique to them, and they were thinking about, putting some sort of a franchise around that. Uh, do you deal with that, or is it strictly on the individuals who are interested in buying a franchise?
We help with both. I specialize in those individuals looking for that change and looking to invest in a existing franchise business. But for those individuals, because I have probably about, I would say, at least one conversation a week, someone that has a unique idea, unique business model, and they want to franchise their business. We have conversations, and then we figure out who would be the appropriate partner to help them make that a reality. What I will say is this, and some kind of high level advice there is that there's a lot of options, right? You can franchise your business, you can license it, or you can just own a couple locations and own 100% of the entire business. There's no right or wrong. What I tell people is that when you do become a franchisor, right, you start your own franchise, you always have to ask the question, why the heck would anyone buy this franchise? What is that differentiator, especially if it's not something maybe unique? Maybe it's in the, we'll call it painting space, right? You're painting homes and painting buildings. What is so unique about your process that just blows everyone away and says, you know what, I need to learn a little bit more about this. The second piece is, when you're a franchisor, you're looking for a way to essentially expand across the U.S. We'll call it North America, U.S., Canada, and expand rapidly. Getting that royalty in return, there's a franchise fee in that royalty, but essentially your role shifts to being a coach for these 100 franchisees across the country. You have to look at it in a way, what does the franchisee need? What are their pain points? Where can we improve? How do we utilize AI and things like that? If you have a great concept, I don't think the best thing to do is to create a franchise disclosure document initially. I would hold off until the very end. I would speak with a few companies, a few experts, and figure out if there's, what that business looks like, if there's any modifications or changes, and creates a proof of concept. If you have your home office location, maybe open up another office or two. Make sure it works throughout your state, throughout your country. Work with them, make the mistakes, learn all the pain points before you decide on either regional or national franchise expansion.